already?
Huh?
Did you go already?
No, I'm going out. I was out yesterday morning.
Get you here?
I got 4.
What'd you get?
Yesterday evening, sorry. I got 4 kingfish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any size today?
Yeah, I got two pretty big ones and 2 real little ones.
Nice.
So.
It looked like there was a lot of bait and stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
Water, I was like, oh, it might be really good.
Yep.
All right, good luck.
Yeah. All right, y'all. For anybody watching the replay, we are live. And we're making our way down to the beach. Slowly but surely. Mark's back in. Thanks for joining me again. I gotta regroup once I get to the sand. My situation in my left arm carrying my stuff is not great right now. Hold on. Alright. I was saying yesterday, everybody who does this frequently has like these beach carts. Not me. Alright. Alright, now we're good. It's nighttime in Australia. What time is it over there, Mark? I could use some logic and try and figure it out, but it'd just be quicker if you told me. $10 p.m. Alright. We gotta find a spot that we want to go to. We're looking. Someone's hooked up, likely on a ray over to the left. Ray or skate. Oh, popped off. It's probably a ray. Looked pretty big. So we got a gap right there to the right where my rod tips are pointing. And we got a gap over there between fishermen. I don't want to get too close to anybody. I think I'm going to go to the right. Yeah, I can put myself in this gap. Plus, I know the people off to the left, so that helps. Catch a lot of fish today for you. 15? I don't know, maybe if I go to the pier later on. 15 in a day from the surf is a heck of a day. I did, hold on. I did probably 15 my first day down here last year. That was a good one. So yeah, let's get set up. Get the rod holders in, toss out some stuff. I have bait for both rods. Both rods are already rigged up, so we should be able to get on some fish quicker than yesterday. Just enjoy yourself. Indeed, Mark, that's what it's all about. Alright, we got the big rod bait, piece of kingfish from yesterday. I'm going to toss the big rod out on the right. People off to my right just doubled up on kingfish. The clouds look like mountains. Yeah, the clouds are nice today. Anyfin says salt life. Indeed. We got the big rod tossed out. That's the one I caught the big ray and a whole bunch of skate on last year. We got that checked out with cut bait, so anything could happen over there. Hi, Prince says, what's going on? You came in here and said something inappropriate, so I believe it was you. Yeah, so I gave you a timeout. You have the ability to redeem yourself if you would like. The fish bites have all this gauze stuff on the inside. Alright. Hi, Prince. Thanks, Bob. If you wouldn't mind giving him another timeout. 2 timeouts and then he's out. There you go. Thank you. He can come back tomorrow if he wants. If people can't figure themselves out after 2 timeouts, then they're gone. We'll be in Virginia next week. Sweet. I've got this week in Maryland. Then I've got 1 week left of my normal 8 to 5 job. And then we go to North Carolina. And for the last probably 3 weeks of the summer before I go off to college, I'm going to be doing work for my dad and then just picking up a couple more clients. A lot of you guys know I do a whole bunch of yard work, a bunch of dog sitting clients, that sort of thing. And then in the meantime, I do my normal job. But when I drop that, I'm going to do work for my dad, who's a mechanical engineer, because I'm going into college to be a mechanical engineer, and pick up a couple more clients. But that means I'll have lots of flexibility. So, Bob, if you're down for a New Jersey trip, I can probably work one into my schedule once we get down to August. I know you guys have been going down there frequently. Down in New Jersey tomorrow. Sweet. Kev was in here yesterday, and he was telling me about you guys going down on Monday. I'm not even sure it dawned on me that Monday is literally tomorrow until right now, but there you go. Fish bite rod is going out. Ozarks is here. How's it going? He's sitting next to me watching brain rot. There you go. He says you got a bite. Maybe I did. That rod, I have the drag set loose because obviously we proved this last year. Sometimes something really, really big will pick it up that could easily just pull the rod out of the holder if he wanted to. That ray I caught last year, if he wanted to, he would have just taken my rod. So I set the drag loose enough so if something takes it, the rod will fold over and start ripping drag. And it's got a circle hook on it, so I just wait for that to happen to go pick up the rod. For the one on the left, though, which I'm about to toss out with fish bites, I gotta go set the hook. That's the one that caught all the fish yesterday. I had to switch him because I casted that one too far to the right. Mark says I don't like circle hooks. I have, I guess technically they're octopus hooks, but they're normal straight shank, non-circle hooks on the one on the right. But the one on the left is a 5/0 circle hook. Mainly off-grid. How's it going? There's a time and a place. I usually only use circle hooks for larger baits, typically. I have a couple small circle hooks, but I don't use them much. Mark says I like just hooks. Oh, that's a bite. Kingfish number 1 of the day. Boom. I think I can add highlights here. Hold on. How do I add highlights? Bob might know. Is it the little magic wand? No. It's that one. Highlight. So then I know where the catch is when I go back and add them in the timestamps. There we go. Got it. Justin showed me that. Shout out to Justin Funderberg. You've been thunderstruck. Go check him out if you haven't. Yeah. Kingfish number 1. Gave him the old football spike onto the sand. That rod's still got plenty of fish bites on it, so I'm just going to chuck it back out. So I always have used those metal riggers where you put them on. There's a snap on the bottom where you attach your weight, and then you tie little leaders off the little arms it's got. But I've noticed that if I actually tie it directly to the line with like a little dropper loop rig, I actually see way more bites and get way more hookups. So that's what I'm doing this week on the littler rod. It just seems way more sensitive because it's directly attached to the line, and I catch a lot more fish doing that. So, alright, I know Mainly said something that I missed. Looks beautiful, bro. Where you at? Carolinas? We will be in Carolinas in 2 weeks. I don't know how many lives I'm going to be doing down there, but I will be filming some. But right now we're in Ocean City, Maryland. So someone over there looks like they're hooked up on either a horseshoe crab, a skate, or a ray. Hey, it's a horseshoe crab. Let's show you the horseshoe crab. Where's it at? There it is. Horseshoe crab. You'll be in the Outer Banks in 2 weeks also. What part? If you're anywhere near, maybe we could do a surf fishing session together. That'd be pretty sweet. Up in Corolla. Yeah, we're gonna be in the, we usually go to Corolla. We moved houses this year. We're gonna go to, it's like something Pines. It's slightly south of Corolla. You probably know where I'm talking about. Something Pines. It's like 10 minutes away from Corolla. If you want to do a surf fishing session, let me know. We could probably put that together. Oh, bite. I lost it. I was getting bit immediately when I tossed it back in. Doing an inshore charter, then an offshore charter for tuna should be a blast. Yeah, I went on one charter in my life. It was down in North Carolina. We went for false albacore and ribbon fish and Spanish mackerel. That was pretty fun. That's yeah, that is up on my channel. I believe it's the first rendition I ever did of Outer Banks Multi-Species Madness. So if you go to my Multi-Species Madness playlist, I have 3 renditions of Poconos, 3 renditions of Outer Banks, 3 renditions of Ocean City, Maryland. This year I'm taking a step back from repeating those since I got a lot of content up on them already. Just filming some other videos, doing some lives. I know I already have New Jersey Winter Multi-Species Madness with Bob up there, and I have St. Petersburg, but in the works are Colorado and Tennessee as well. I have them filmed, haven't edited them yet. They're both pretty good. The Colorado one definitely has a lot of cool scenery, not a ton of species, and the Tennessee one, I mostly just fished in weird places, caught 2 new species, a bunch of normal stuff. So I think I'm gonna make either fish sandwiches or fish tacos today for lunch for my family. And it seems like we'll have quite a bit of meat. That's kingfish number 6 for the whole trip. Good Lord. Yeah, go down there. You're gonna be food anyway. There he is. I might use some of these shots for whatchamacallit, the thumbnail for tomorrow's live. There'll probably be 2 days where I don't do a live down here. One of them I'm going to be filming. A super cool video the entire day. Give us a close-up if you can, so I can educate Littlefin. Well, let me wipe him off. There he is. Kingfish. Kingfish. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and then one day I'm gonna go down to Indian River, probably the inlet, fish with my great uncle, try and get on a summer flounder, which I was talking about with Bob the other day. I've caught Gulf flounder in Florida, southern flounder in North Carolina, and I have never ever caught a plain straight up summer flounder, which is wacky, but it's true. Same body as a croaker, but different markings. They're a little bit more like a little bit lankier than a croaker, and their scales are a lot bigger. But yeah, they're technically, their full name is these are southern kingfish, and their technical name is actually southern king croaker. So yeah, you're right on with being similar to a croaker. They technically are a croaker. That second one was a real nice one. Mike Clark, how's it going? Nice to see you. Yeah, fish tacos would be great. I don't know if we have tortillas. If we do, that's probably what I'm going to do. If we don't, I'll make little fish sandwiches. But I presented the idea to everyone at the house last night. Come out here for the beach at about noon to 12:15. I'll go back and fillet up the fish, make it all. Fish doesn't take very long to make, but fillet it all, make it all, and then around 1, everyone will come back and feast on my makings, what am I trying to say? My masterpiece, that's what I'm looking for. Thomas, how's it going? That's someone from back in my high school days, aka 2 months ago, when I was a senior in high school. Thomas, we got 2 kingfish this morning. They're gonna be probably fish tacos if I have enough tortillas back at the house. Ocean City, Maryland, yes sir. Bob says, breakfast is on the table, gotta run for a few, good luck. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm gonna toss the right rod back out. I haven't got a single skate in 2 sessions so far, meaning there's definitely not as many skate as there were last year. I caught so many when we were here last year. I got a tangle on the kingfish rod. I don't even know what I'm looking at. See if I can get it undone. I don't know how that happened, but alright, it's still got some fish bites on there. Make your own fish tacos. Yeah, that's the plan. I just don't know if we have tortillas. I'll have to see. I guess I could always run out to like the store or whatever, but Ocean City, Maryland traffic is not like my favorite thing ever, so I'm gonna try and avoid that if I can. Thomas, if you're still in here, I guess I could ask you because you probably know. Are we still planning on doing the fantasy football league, even though like half of us are going to be in college now? I don't see how your bait don't just wash back up on the shore. I have 4 ounces of lead on there, and I cast it out past the breaking waves. So if you take a look, if you look where the midpoint of my rod is, right about there, it's probably actually closer to right there. That's about where I'm casting, so I'm fairly far out there. Phone's at 78%. He was at like 90 when we came out. So we dropped 12%. That's not bad. I've actually been thoroughly impressed with this phone. I've had it for... We're going on 2 years. It's been over 1.5 years since I've had it. And the battery life of it really hasn't dropped noticeably at all. Which is nice. A lot of batteries do that fairly quickly. But Samsung S23 has been good piece of equipment for me. Got a good camera on it. Got good data connection, running it on T-Mobile. Yeah, I've been happy. All right, let's turn this so you can see that rod. There you go. There you go. 17 people in here. 11 thumbs up. Thank you guys. I highly appreciate it. We got I don't know if you can see it. He'll probably wash back up again. Down there in front of my right rod, there's a horseshoe crab tossing around in the waves. I don't know, maybe he eventually made it back out to sea. I think I just got bit. I'm just gonna watch it again. 12 people in here. As I was saying yesterday, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing from this live, make sure to hit the subscribe button, possibly give me a like. Because I do a whole bunch of outdoor stuff. A lot of it is fishing, but I also do like archery, slingshot, camping, working on some gold panning stuff. That's been going really well. Random adventures, kayaking, a whole bunch of random outdoor stuff. I love to experiment, try stuff out. That's the whole shtick of the channel. But specifically to what you're seeing right now, we are doing that shepherd slinging. There you go, Randy. But specifically to what we're doing right now, I'm going to be doing fishing lives like this pretty much the entire week. So we are going to be doing this for a little bit longer if you like what you're seeing. So check it out throughout the rest of the week. We got 2 on the board. Waiting for bite number 3. I forgot to put a high. Oh no, I think it did for the second kingfish. I at least got the first one. Every highlight I put in makes it easier for me to go back in and put the timestamps. Took me like 20 minutes to find my fish in the live last night. I did bring the shepherd sling. There's not many big rocks on this beach. Frankly, there's not many big rocks in the Outer Banks either. So, shepherd slinging isn't going to be as prevalent. I look for gold and fishing. There you go. Well, I have found a little bit of gold. My estimate is that it's around 20 bucks, including the garnets that I got too, which frankly, the size of them, they're probably close to $1 a piece for my garnets. And I got like eight or 9 of those, and then I got like maybe eight bucks worth of gold so far in my adventures. Most of that was from Colorado. I'm not going to spoil the video. That's the one I'm working on for the next long form video to be released. I put this up on the community post, but my general schedule for the channel, probably from here to eternity, is going to be shorts and lives are pretty consistent. I'll be doing lots of lives, lots of shorts, because they don't take near as much of my time. The average short takes me between filming and editing. Like, I can film and edit most of my shorts in 2 hours. My average long form video takes about 12 hours to do from start to finish. So I love doing them. I love making the long forms. It's a really fun process to be able to display like a whole story through it. A lot of my videos, like this gold panning one, are huge productions that have been going on for like 2 months, and to be able to put it all together into one video is super cool. But if I try and put a schedule on that and be like, I'm going to consistently do it, it takes the joy out of doing it for me, because it makes it like a chore. I don't want to do that, so long forms are going to be sporadic. The other stuff will be more consistent. I sold my gold, $6,700 I got. Jeez Louise. Yeah, Australia has some good gold. I watch, I don't know what his actual name is, but Vogus Prospecting. I'm sure you've watched that guy. He's from Australia. He gets lots of good stuff. I watch him. Of course, I watch Pioneer Paulie, some Dan Hurd, some other just random people. But yeah, I watch a lot of the big gold people. One of these days, I'm going to find something good. When I say something good, if I find a piece that's worth 20 bucks, I'd be a very happy person, because I just enjoy the process more than making money off of it. It's just fun. I'm starting to do a lot of hard rock crushing down hard rock and panning that, because in Pennsylvania, that's the best way to find it. We have a lot of glacial gold, and the rest of it's stuck in quartz. So I'm just crushing down quartz, seeing what we got. Oh, it's getting sunnier. Putting up the sun hood. Sun hood is in action. I also need my sunglasses. Oh, it's gonna be a sunny one. High of 85 today, I believe. Whoa, that's terrible. I got like salt spray all over my glasses. Couldn't see a darn thing. I still can't see a darn thing. Never mind about my glasses. Alright. Who taught me to fish growing up? My biggest is 10 grams. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I think in total I have about 0.03, 0.04 grams. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 0.06. I don't even have 0.1 grams yet. It's just been like little tiny flakes, but it's been fun to find. It's a really enjoyable process. So back to Ozark's question. Who taught you to fish growing up? I did. Long story short, I had a fish tank since I was real little. Eventually my dad started telling me, like, you got to take care of the fish tank. And I started watching stuff on YouTube about like people stocking their fish tank and like, okay, it's my responsibility now, so what can I do to make it cool? And then I saw some people catching fish for their own aquarium, and I'm like, that's super cool to be able to catch something and look at it and be like, you could put that in an aquarium, you could take pictures of it, that's cool. And that was 2018, I kind of had that idea. 2019, I started like actually fishing. And then COVID hit. COVID hit in 2020. And then because, you know, you were supposed to be outside, I said, well, I have this fishing thing that I started doing. Let's just work with that. And by the end of 2020, I'd say I was a pretty decent angler. And then 2021, I just kept rolling with it. And 2025, here we are. I eventually made it to where I am. So I'm getting bit, I think. I'm gonna reel this one up just to check. Man, every time I pull this big rod in, it has nothing on it. I feel like there's like crabs down there destroying it. Parker says, my dad taught me how to fish. Sweet. Yeah, very different. That's true, Randy. But you know me. That makes sense, doesn't it? I won 2 fishing derbies in a row. 8-pound pickle roll is what I won with. Pickle roll is funny. Are you voice typing? 8-pound pickerel roll is pretty impressive too. I've only ever caught 4 pickerel. 3 of them were while ice fishing this year. So that was pretty cool. Put your hook about 20 inches off the bottom. Yeah, I mean, I totally understand that advice, Mark, and I would. I'm just using the rig that caught me that ray last year, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you checked it out yet, but I caught a 100-pound ray on that rod on the left, right about where I'm standing last year. And I'm just using that rig because, hey man, I know it works for something. If you're assigned to take care of something, you learn it forward and backwards and in and out and experiment with it. Yep. Yeah, if I keep getting eaten, I might pull it off the bottom. But at the same time, I feel like I have a better chance of getting another like cool ray or something if it's actually sitting on the bottom. I'm gonna leave it there for a little bit, but if I keep getting eaten, I'll probably move it. It probably is crabs. Make it longer. That's true. We can do that. So that they're only pulling on the tail. Randy says he's gonna go check on raptors. Will's still alive. I saw him this morning. Popped in and said hello before I came out. But I didn't stay long. See, Mark knows what he's talking about. I'm just slightly stubborn because it's the rig I caught that ray on, and I would not be upset at another one. Maybe not quite that big because he was hard to handle. Granted, that was one of the biggest ones of that species ever caught. So it'd be unlikely that I caught one that big again. Close to the sinker. I only have about a 6-inch metal leader, and then I've got a stop. If I try and put the stop any further up, it'll just keep sliding and wearing on the line. It's not the greatest system. What I really should have is a weight slider, but I'm just having it slide on the mono, and I have a stop for it. Dolphin, just saw a dolphin. But yeah, it's not the greatest system. It's just what I got right now. Mark says he gets a lot of rays. Yeah, I probably will change it if I keep getting eaten. It was weird. Last year I almost didn't get eaten at all. It was just skate after skate after skate and then that big ray, and I never got a horseshoe crab or anything. So, different environment this year. Gotta adapt. We'll probably end up changing it in a bit. Raptor just ended his live. Sweet. 5 people in here. Oh, 8 people in here. My bad. 15 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. We might have ran out of fish bites on this right rod. There wasn't too much. Dog and I, or Dogandy. You told me it's Dogandy, right? I know we've had this discussion before, but I already forget. I apologize. But how's it going? I'm gonna pull this right rod in, see if all our fish bites are gone. Dog, okay. So it is dog and I. My initial response is correct. Dog and I got it. I'm not gonna mess it up again. Yep, we were all out of fish bites. Ocean City, indeed. Ocean City, Maryland. So, another dolphin out there. Let's see if they come back. Oh, there was one way out there. I don't know if you guys saw it. Oh, there's another one. They're right there. There's a pelican sitting there. Can you guys see the pelican? Oh yeah, you can see the pelican. He's right there. Let it refocus. There's some dolphins out there too. As I re-rig the little rod, I'll let you guys sit there and see if you can see dolphins. Change bait 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, sir. You are on it. See, Mark, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. You know what you're talking about, man. I seen the fishing pier off in the distance. Didn't look too far, so I decided to... Hold on. I gotta look back. I fished there once. Okay. That was the initial comment. Oh, there was one right there. Like right there, right there. Did you guys see it? There's still some out there. There's probably a huge school of bait. Oh, there you go. You guys saw some. Let me know if you guys can see them. I can see them, and I think they're on the camera. They're way out on the horizon. But you can... Oh, there was one right there. Oh my gosh, they're right there. They're right in front of me. There's that boat. Where that boat is, right about now, they're going to be probably a little bit in front of it. Oh, you saw one. Sweet. Yeah, that means fish are around. I'm going to get my other rod back in. There was another one. Alright, zoom back out and put that rod out there. I can probably cast out, right out to where those dolphins were. So, and there's birds circling above. Not sure if you guys can see that. So that's a good chance that there's fish in the area. The pod moves a little bit further out. There's still a bunch of them way out on the horizon. But by my best estimation, they're probably almost a quarter mile out there. Don't catch a dolphin unless you feel like water skiing. Yeah, no, I just lose all my line and be very upset that that dolphin now has a whole bunch of line hanging off of it. Dolphins are pretty smart though. Most of the time when people catch dolphins, it's because, oh, there was a whole bunch of them right there. There were 3 of them came up simultaneously. But yeah, most of the time when people catch dolphins, it's because they get snagged, not because they bite the hook. They're too smart for that. Yes, fish are around. You know the sense. I don't know what that means. What's the sense? Maybe a typo? I don't know. It is getting hot. The sign. Ah, yeah. Eight people in here. 15 thumbs up, thank you guys. And an hour into the live, we got 2 fish on the bank. We got a pot of dolphins spotted. It'd be really sweet if we got one on the big rod today. We got an hour before the lifeguards are gonna come kick us out. That's when I'll end the live. I'll run it until 10 o'clock Eastern time, New York time for our international people. Run it till 10 o'clock, which is about another hour, because that's when the lifeguards are gonna come in and kick us out. So if we turn and look, you can probably see it better this way. There's a lifeguard chair right there, and that is when they pull those up and people get the A-OK to start swimming with supervision, if you will, then fishermen have to come in. Until the lifeguards are out here, fishermen have free reign. And then at 5:30, when they go back in, fishermen can come back out, which is what I did last night for yesterday's live. Mark says, you know what to look for. Yes, I do. I also know there's certain spots with sandbars and currents that you can look for in the way the waves break. But this beach is so consistent. Outer Banks has more of that, where some spots are better than others along the beach because of where the sandbars are. But this beach is so consistent, it just drops off right away, which honestly is nice because you can go anywhere and catch fish. How far in the sand are those PVC pipes? 9 inches maybe? They hold pretty well. Or a rip, yep. Yeah. Honestly, this beach for fishing is very, very consistent. There's not much variation, which means you're never really, unless you get real lucky and a school just comes through, which I did last year on the first day. You're never really going to be like, this is the spot, I'm catching a million fish, but you're also never really going to go out and, it's rare that you go out and like don't even get a bite. Sometimes you just don't have a great day and you can't hook up or whatever, but you'll get a bite more than likely anywhere you go on this beach. I'm going to pull the right rod in even further. Dog and I says, when I was fishing the pier, a bird flew down and took my block of frozen shrimp. There you go. Oh, bites maybe. It looked like bites. They were pretty far out when we first got here, but they might be close now. Look for the channel. Yeah, same thing, Mark. It's a great idea. Except the channel's kind of everywhere on this beach. I know like how far out it is, but there's not like one spot that has it and one spot that doesn't. It's kind of just everywhere. It's at a castable distance from anywhere on the beach. The Outer Banks, that's not true, but here it is. It was heavy as a street brick. I don't see how it was able to fly off. I'm gonna go reel in the left rod. Oh, never mind. I can never hold on to them. They're the squirmiest fish alive. Stop moving. There he is. That's a little one, but we're still keeping him. We're going for mega fish tacos. Alright, now I'll reel in the left rod. All right, gonna toss it back out. Boxcar Jerry, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Beautiful morning, indeed. Make a short of you eating the fish tacos. Will do. Morning. 13 people in, oh, 8 people in here. Yeah, I just got bit too. I got 3 on the board so far. Got 4 yesterday. Kingfish.
My brother had a couple of those down there. I had a stingray.
Stingray? I saw you pop it off earlier.
Yeah.
That rod right there, I caught one that was 110 pounds. Yeah, stingray. He was more than his wingspan. He was over 4 feet, and from nose to tail, he was about 7. Yeah, he was like, caught him like right here.
I just caught a horse.
Kingfisher back in the bucket, so.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
That's my rod holder so I can carry him. 16 thumbs up, thank you guys.
What are you filming?
I'm live right now for my YouTube, so.
What is it?
It's called Mission Discover.
What?
So.
YouTube?
Yeah. I don't know. Can someone give me a real-time subscriber check? It's somewhere in the 800s, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure Randy can do it for me now. Randy's always on top of that type of stuff. Mainly says looks nice out now. Yeah, it's been nice out all morning. It's getting a little bit hotter though.
How long have you been fishing?
This morning?
Yeah.
Since just a little after 8.
I'm so disappointed in this stingray snap.
840. That's 840 subscribers. There you go. Yeah, it's tough. I broke off in 2022. I broke off 2 of them on that rod before I got that rod, and then I landed that one. That one was definitely bigger than the ones I had on that rod. But, huh?
How was that one breaking if you don't know?
This one has heavier line. It's shorter. It's shorter, but this one has heavier line, and it's a heavier rod. Today?
Yeah.
3.
And you're like, what are you trying to catch now?
Really anything. I mean, I'm making fish tacos or fish sandwiches with the kingfish, so I'd take another. Just add to the pile of meat. Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I love kingfish. It's good stuff. I'd be happy with a little bluefish or this. I'm live on my YouTube, so if you just go right to the page of Mission Discover, you can watch it right now. So I got a whole bunch of videos.
What's it called?
My channel?
No, No, this one.
This one, it's called like Ocean City, Maryland, day 2, because I filmed yesterday too. So,
Do you go like places around the world?
I mean, I travel a little bit, but I just do what I can. I do a whole bunch of outdoor stuff. I do archery, camping, gold panning, fishing, a whole bunch of stuff. Have a good day, guys. Ozark says 8:39. You're slow. Oh, we have someone get there in the time between, I think it was Jerry said it. Yeah, between Jerry said it and you looked. That's pretty sweet. We are on the path to 1,000. 1,000 will come soon enough. We got 5 people in here. Let's wipe off my phone. There you go. The sun in the sky is blocking my view of how many people are in here watching. I was thumbing fast and pulling up everything in the world except what I wanted to see. I was given one assignment and panicked. Oh, that's awesome. Anything showed you out. I saw that when he was in here earlier. I appreciate that. Caden Fire Gamer. Oh boy, he's in here with the Pookies. Caden does this all the time. See, I know this is like peak trolling material when people come in here just to troll people and then just come in with Pookie, but like I know Caden and this is just what he does, so it is what it is. Recast the right rod. Melinda McMillan, that's my aunt, and she is sitting off to the left behind me, communicating from about 40 feet through the phone. Randy says, how do you Nell? I don't know if she's ever been called that before. She goes by Lynn. That's interesting. I don't know. She'll have to let me know. I don't know if she's ever been called that before. I thought her name was Melinda, but I think she's meaning me, Linda. Her name is Melinda, but she goes by Lynn. Maybe you were joking and I just didn't get it. I don't know. No, you weren't joking. Well, there you go. We dropped some knowledge on you. Alright, let's give a time check. 9:15. We gotta pull in the rods at 10, so let's give a battery percentage. 58% on the phone. Mark says, what is your name? My name is Nolan. Sometimes you'll see people in chat call me that. A lot of people know me by my first name, but oh wow, did you see the pelican dive right in between the two rods? That was sweet. But yeah, my first name is Nolan. Yes, Aunt Ninner. There's a whole long story about how she got that name. And it wasn't even from me or my sister. Ninner existed before either of us were around. That's just, she is Ninner. Yep, Ozarks is Randy. Who else we got in here? Caden, I believe his name is Caden. Jerry, probably Jerry. Mainly, oh, I know his name, I forget. Dang it. Yeah. I'd say I know the first names of about half the people who come into my chat. Becky Schaefer, yep, that's Mom. She's probably back at the house. What time is it? 9:18? She might have just woke up. Probably not, if I'm being honest. Sometimes she wakes up late, but it's only day 2. She's not in full relaxation mode. Sebastian! How's it going? Yep, Mark says my name's Mark. That would have been my guess. We got a lot of slack in the left rod. I'm gonna go fix that. You're not in full vacation mode yet, yeah. Catch anything this morning? Got 3 kings. So, yeah. We'll have plenty of kingfish for lunch today. I thought I had a long name until I saw yours. Yeah, Sebastian's got a lot of stuff going on there. 9,910 something thousand. Not more, yeah, 9,910 subscribers. Sebastian's almost to that 10,000. I'm working my way to that 1,000. If you're liking what you're seeing, make sure to subscribe. I'm gonna be doing more surf fishing the whole rest of the week, doing more lives, maybe a crabbing live. We'll see what goes down. Filming some stuff. Did you volunteer to make us all lunch? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm up to 7 kingfish right now. That's probably enough for either fish tacos or fish sandwiches for all of us, right? They each have a fillet, and I'd say 1 fillet is enough for a sandwich or taco. I can make 7. Or each fish is enough for a sandwich or a taco. I can probably make 7 sandwiches. I thought we discussed that yesterday. I probably want to get a little bit of time on the beach before I go do that, so maybe a later lunch. Maybe I could go back at noon, make them, and then you guys could come back at 1 and have them. I'd totally be down to do that. Plus then I'd get the kitchen to myself so I could film me making them without other people in the way. which is always the tough part in that house because the place we're staying in is not super big. So if I try and film something in the kitchen, there's like people walking around my cameras and all sorts of fun stuff. Nothing on the big rod yet in this trip, especially if I don't have to make food, for sure. My mom makes good food though. We made, well, my dad, I guess he grilled it, right? We did like this chicken, Greek marinade chicken. My dad grilled it, and then my mom made zucchini and onions with cheese on it. And that's what was for dinner last night. If I'm correct, tonight is pizza, and we're doing like family pictures. And yeah. Do you always use your own breading for the fish? I'm probably going to just do the fish in a pan and then put seasoning on them. I'm probably not going to bread them this time, but yeah, most of the time I just use, I guess my mom buys it, so she might know what brand it is, but it's Italian seasoning breadcrumbs when I just do the breaded fish. But I'm probably just going to put some seasoning on them and do it that way, so that if we do them for a fish sandwich or fish tacos, they're fairly plain, and then you can put sauces and stuff on them as you'd like. A bit slower than yesterday, only 3 fish. That is true, but the live yesterday went close to 2 hours, and we haven't hit that mark yet, so. Walker. Oh, I thought you were talking about like Travis Walker, like the guy we met at the meetup. But you were actually talking about the Walker. I understand. I was a little slow to the punch on that one. Alright, I'm gonna go get some water because hydration's important. Water. Five people in here, 19 thumbs up, and we are up 7 subscribers in this live, if I'm correct, which is super awesome. As I said, we're on the push towards that 1,000. We're currently 160 away. It's funny how people just walk in front of you. They must not know you're live. Well, people do this because like it's a very popular beach. People do this all the time. They walk like, if the rods were further up, people would be walking under the rods with the lines out. And then sometimes I'd like go, it happened a couple times during the video last year. So if you go watch it, you can see it happen. People walk under my rods and I run up there because I'm getting a bite. And I set the hook and they're standing underneath the rod. I mean, they're tall enough to do that, but like people are like, what are you doing? And then I'm fighting a fish over top of their head. It's a very interesting dynamic. Got 8 people in here. Come on, man. Where are the fish at? I'm gonna pull the rod on the right in a little bit. $11 people in. Mainly, nobody walks in front of me during lives. Not much going on in the woods. Yeah. This is probably one of the busiest places that I would ever do a live. Outer Banks is not near as busy as this, so if I end up doing a live there, it won't be as busy. I mentioned earlier I won't be doing as many lives, if any lives, in the Outer Banks. I'll still be filming, but the reason is my girlfriend's there at the Outer Banks, so if I have free time, instead of being at the beach live, I'm probably going to be doing something with her. whether that be at the beach. We're gonna plan on doing, this is gonna be real fun, some worship nights. I'm bringing my guitar and we're gonna do that on the beach. And I also have a gigantic shark rod and I want to shark fish at night. So I'm probably just gonna set up the shark rod. We're all gonna go sit down, play the guitar, sing, have a little bit of fun. And then if the shark rod goes off, then I'll put down the guitar and go figure that out. But that's probably how the evenings are gonna work, and we'll be hanging out as a group. So lives probably will be few and far between. Maybe one or two. We'll see what happens, but I wouldn't expect much. I think you need to make the hook line longer on the left rod. Possibly. I just rigged that up real quick yesterday. When I head back to the house, maybe this evening or something, I'll spend time making a better rig, but in the field, I'm probably just gonna roll with it. We only have about half an hour left in this fishing session. You are correct, Mark. I don't disagree. I'll probably just do that at the house when I have more time and can sit down and so on and so forth. Maybe make it like a dropper loop rig with it. Yeah, that'd be good, like a little dropper loop rig. Put the weight at the bottom and then have the dropper loop maybe 8 inches to 10 inches off the bottom. And then when it's at an angle like this, it'll probably only be 6 inches off the bottom. So a big ray, something like that could still come up and grab it. I also have 3-way swivels. Oh, wait a minute. 3-way swivels are a huge win. I didn't even remember I had those, but I have them. So 3-way swivel action probably coming in hot. Yeah, always good to be with friends. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be spending most of my time, if I'm not fishing like at the beach at low tide, because I figured this out last year if you watched that video. Low tide is like the time to be there fishing. When it's not low tide, that was a bite, I will probably be hanging out with my girlfriend or playing guitar with the group. So not many lives, but maybe a couple. We'll see. Not sure why I haven't seen more. I subbed, don't get notifications from a lot of times nowadays. Yeah, Ozark's checking out mainly. Everyone make sure to go check out all the other channels in here. If you have a channel, make sure you let people know. Because it's a great community. People love checking out one another. And because of the style of my channel, where I do a whole bunch of stuff and like experimenting, most of the people who watch me are totally open to like a whole bunch of stuff. So if we're doing fishing and you don't have a fishing channel, feel free to drop it in the chat, because I don't do just fishing and the people who watch me don't watch just fishing. So anything you got, feel free. We got a horseshoe crab down there. I'm gonna go get it.
Missed my chance.
One wave crashed over him and I missed. Oh, he's right there.
Horseshoe crab.
Crawl your way back. Mainly gets good views. My views are the worst. Ozark says my views are the worst ever lately. Got to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Sometimes you're just in a slump, and that's okay. It happens. If you like what you're doing, just keep on doing it, and views will come. I mean, I made that video about my modular multi-tool and taking it to Colorado kind of on a whim. Thought maybe a couple people would watch it. you know, people interested in the EDC, some of my loyal subscribers, that sort of thing would watch it, and it got like 14,000 views. Sometimes just make what you enjoy. Don't think too much about it, and sometimes you'll get good views, sometimes you won't, and that's kind of how it goes. That is a big crab. I've caught many bigger ones than that, but he's crawling around down there. We can, while we're waiting for bites, we can watch him crawl his way back into the ocean. There he goes. He's moving. He's making a trail on the beach. Uh-oh, here he goes. You can't eat those? I don't know if you can. And even if you can, I think you're not allowed to, like legally wise. But I don't even know if they taste any good. Where's he going? He's just going off to the left. Dude, the water's the other way, man. I'm gonna go help him. Put it on your line. Ugh. I catch too many of those by accident to want it on my line. Oh, here he goes. Alright. This wave might take him home. Maybe not. Come on, buddy. Go home. There you go. Alright. He's at least back in the water. Let's see if he works his way back out to sea. He's still floating around down there. Alright, I think he made it. I think he's good. Alright, I'm gonna pull on this right rod a little bit. See if I bring it in closer, if I get a bite. You know what would be pretty wild is if at 10 o'clock when I reel in, I end up hooking into one of those rays that I have to fight for like 15-20 minutes to get it in. And the lifeguards come out here and they're like, you gotta stop fishing, but I have a ray hooked up. I wonder how they'd react. Would they be like, well, I'm gonna cut your line? Or would they be like, I'm gonna let you fight it? I don't know. It's an interesting thought. Fresh bait. Yeah, I think those are protected, like, for some reason. Even though there's, like, a ton of them, I think they're protected and you can't take them. We're in Maryland. I guess someone could do a fact check for me. Look up Maryland regulations on horseshoe crabs. The fishing is definitely slowed down. I think once the sun gets high up in the sky, put new bait on. Good call. I think once the sun gets high up in the sky, they start to not bite as much. All right.
bait on the left rod was still good, so I tossed it back out.
Right rod needs more bait.
That one crashed right at shore and got me all sorts of wet.
Looks like the tide has changed, yes. Austin, guard, West Coast or East Coast? East Coast, Ocean City, Maryland. AI overview. Maryland regulations on horseshoe crabs primarily focus on protecting spawning females and managing commercial harvest. Specifically, there is no female harvest permitted in Maryland. The annual total allowable landings for males permitted. Yeah, so I don't exactly know what that means for me, but I'm not going to risk that. Mark, they're talking about the views they get on videos. Some videos do well, some videos don't. I think that's what they're talking about, at least. Not fishing or something. I don't know. Maybe you understood, maybe you didn't. Who knows? 8 people still hanging in. We got about 20 minutes left. Let's see if we can get one more. $10 people in here, 20 thumbs up. We're rocking and rolling. For anybody who wasn't in here earlier, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't and you like what you're seeing. I'm going to be doing fishing lives from the surf and maybe some crabbing stuff all week. And then I've got a whole bunch of other stuff I do on the channel. Lots of other types of fishing. Crabbing, slingshot, archery, camping, EDC stuff, shepherd sling, a whole bunch of stuff. I love experimenting and stuff. Mark said I didn't understand. Well, that's why we're here. We're at our community to help one another out, so not a problem whatsoever. Mainly says, I just like hearing waves crashing. So mainly subtly telling me, I don't like the sound of your voice, Nolan, stop talking. No, I'm joking, but, you know. Ozark says I'm here till the end for this one. Well, thank you, sir.
think I had a horseshoe crab. I popped it down.
Speaking of horseshoe crabs, I think I just hooked one accidentally and popped it out, which is good. Mark says I'm getting old. Well, I respect my elders. Amen. Getting old just means that you had a good life that you already lived and that you get to enjoy relaxing for a lot of people. So, you know. Mainly in Ozarks have channels. The vids they put out sometimes get good views and sometimes they don't. And they were discussing that. Yes. I don't believe in old. Yeah. I believe in young and close to heaven. Kumari, how's it going? We got 3 fish on the board today. We're looking for number 4. Hanging out here at Ocean City, Maryland. It's crazy because last year that big fish rod, the one on the left, was going crazy. I caught like 15 skate on it, that big ray, and I don't think it's got hit yet. I had a bad car accident 14 months ago and have not been right since. That's unfortunate, Mark. I'll make sure to keep you in my prayers, and I'm glad to hear that you're all right, at least to a functional extent. Obviously, it's tough recovering fully from that, but we're glad that you're still with us and that we're glad that you're still able to enjoy some stuff, you know? Oh, it's getting hot, people, getting hot. 7 people in here, 20 thumbs up. What's the phone percentage? 44. We got some people starting to try and swim. What's the temp? I believe it's like 80 degrees. It's supposed to hit a high of 85. It might be a little bit cooler. It's just real sunny. Maybe 78, that's my guess. Maybe 80. Wow, the water's really coming up now. Slowly bring the right rod in. Oh, bites.
Thinking this is a horseshoe crab.
Ugh. 87 degrees, 65 last week. Everyone's talking about weather. I just reeled the horseshoe crab all the way in, and luckily it popped off. I don't like dealing with all their like legs wrapped around the line. So, and then in the process, my one rod tangled itself in the other, so I had to undo the tangle before I could get everything set straight. I'm going to toss out the big rod, chunk of stuff on the big rod, and I'm gonna and I'll toss the little rod out with what it's got. And when I say little rod, I mean little fish rod. It's actually taller than the big fish rod, but I'm gonna just reset everything and let it sit for a couple more minutes. We got 10 minutes. Oh, 5 people in here, 21 thumbs up. We're just gonna ride with these 2 casts until the end. If I have to reel them in, I'm just gonna pack them up. I would never swim in the ocean, I don't think. Why is that, Randy? I'm gonna go wash off my knife real quick. I'd be scared of jellyfish and sharks. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now. Thanks for coming in, Mark. I'd be scared of jellyfish and sharks, Randy said. So jellyfish, in most areas, there's not jellyfish that actually sting. And sharks are, the vast majority of them are afraid of humans. Most of the attacks are bull sharks or great whites, which are just super aggressive. They aren't even in these waters primarily. There's like less probability of getting bit by a shark than like getting hit by lightning. I think I heard that somewhere. If it freaks you out, it freaks you out. But like logic wise, it's not, shouldn't be a huge concern. Seven people in here, 22 thumbs up. Thank you guys for coming in. I highly appreciate it. 5 minutes of fishing left. And then we'll pack up, head in, spend a little time on the beach in the morning, and then I'll go back, make lunch for everybody, come back out for the afternoon. Uh-oh, here comes another horseshoe crab. Pulling the right rod a bit. Didn't have any mean people in here today, at least not that I saw. We had one person being weird. Got three.
Yeah. I got about 20, 22.
Really?
Yeah.
You out here early?
7:05, 7:04, something like
Did you
that.
catch most of them early?
Yeah. By 9 o'clock, they were. I mean, I caught my biggest ones after 9.
Yeah. I came out here at like 8:15. It's our second day down here. I just kind of,
Yeah, you gotta relax.
yep, kind of just came down, but I only got the three. I missed one on that rod, and this rod I've been putting cut bait out on. Last year I caught a ton of skate. I caught one really huge ray. This hasn't got touched at all yet.
The little one, you got little hooks on, or you got big ones?
Littler, yeah.
It's all good stuff.
Yeah.
Are you on YouTube or are you on?
Yeah, I'm live right now. My channel's called Mission Discover.
What's it called?
Mission Discover.
Mission Discover.
Yep.
There you go. That's you all done. All right. Yeah, because you were here all last year, right?
Yeah. I was mostly filming with the GoPro. I do a series called Multi-Species Madness, where I go to a place for a couple days and I see how many species I can catch. And last year was my third rendition of Ocean City and a couple other places. So I said, all right, this year the ones that I've done over and over again, we're not doing one, we're going to do different ones. And then I'll go live and stuff while we're down there. So just mix it up a little bit. You know?
Yeah, very nice. How many people watch?
Right now I've only got 5. It died off a bit, but I had like 17 earlier. So, but people pop in and out. This live probably end up having 700 or so views, because like there's a whole bunch of people who just pop in and just to see what's going on and then leave. But
They want to see what the surf looks like. It's sunny out.
yeah, there's a bunch of people pop in and leave, but I have probably 10 to 15 people who will just come in here and sit here for an hour. So. Yeah.
All right, good luck.
All right, have a good one. I guess I got to pull in a minute anyway. So.
Coming tonight?
We'll see. Tonight's our picture night, so if we can get that done early enough, then I'll come out.
I'll see you in a minute.
Have a good one. I'll be having live today, either fishing or working on the cabin, so may not be here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live in the evening. I'm gonna possibly film some other stuff. We'll see. All right, what's the time? 1 minute. All right, which rod are we pulling in first? I'll pull in the right one. Yeah, done for the morning. Yeah, I'll probably end it in a sec here. It's called Mission Discovery. Yeah, I do archery, camping, gold panning, lots of fun stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, just got down here. I've got my boys. I do a lot of fishing.
Gotcha.
I don't do much surfing.
Yeah, no, I mean, we go down to Outer Banks and here every year. And I usually only get those 2 weeks of consistent salt water every year, but I make it work. On the littler rod, which is what I've caught all the kingfish on. Yeah. These are the blood ones. I catch them on. I caught them on hand ones, but then on finishing ones. The squid ones are the only ones that I've caught. So
You get smaller hooks.
yeah, they're like size 6, something like that. And then that rod I use the heads of the kingfish on. And I caught a whole bunch of skate last year at about a 100-pound ray on that rod. That was it hasn't got touched yet. So I got 4 yesterday, so only 3 today. I caught bigger ones yesterday. These are pretty big. Yeah, we're at the Sunset Beach.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. We're here till the end of the week, so I guess we leave on Friday.
I'll probably run into you.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a good one. All right, y'all. Flip it around. Oh, there I am. You'd have to have either a really tall room or a long room to store those poles. They break in half. They are 2-piece. So that works out well for us. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna head out. It's time to close down the live. We got the lifeguards. There's 2 of them running right there. Hold on. Running over to their post. The chairs are out, meaning it is time for us to close it down. Thank you guys for coming in. It was good live. We got 3. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make some fish tacos or little fish sandwiches later on today with that. I'll probably film some of that, so stay tuned. Gonna have a good day at the beach today. I'll see you guys. Probably see you tomorrow. We might go live tonight, but I'll let you guys know in advance. We'll see. All right, with that, I'm heading out. Thanks for hanging out, guys.